Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. It is Wednesday afternoon. It's our first day of a 5-day race week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track good. The turf course also listed as good this afternoon. The first race, 7.5 furlongs on the turf. We do have a scratch in here of number 11, Hey Girl Hey.
Off. Villainy and Chesson broke well from the inside and go out to the front with Miracle Girl, and Crystal's Cantata is away running in fourth, moving for that turn. And then it's Secret War, who's guided to the inside to save some ground into the turn, about 6 lengths off the lead. And then Gallan's Gold to the inside, followed by China Bella, Simply Magic farther out, and in between those are Cape Caroline. And then a gap of another 5 lengths more back to Summer in Seattle, who's trailing the field early as they make their way onto the backstretch. 2 of them going at it up front. It is Chesson and Miracle Girl together. These two side by side on the lead through an opening quarter mile in 23 2/5 seconds. They've opened up 3.5 lengths on Crystal's Cantata, who runs along in third. Villainy follows fourth by another 3. And then it's Secret War, Simply Magic is next. And then Cape Caroline to the inside, followed by China Bella. Gallan's Gold is next, and far behind, trailing the field, is Summer in Seattle. So they continue for the turn, Chesson and Miracle Girl, and they're a neck apart through a 47 3/2 mile. And these two have a 2.5 length advantage on Crystal's Cantata, who's third moving around the turn. Villainy follows in fourth by another 2.5. Cape Caroline getting going now, and here comes Cape Caroline into contention, now taking fourth, 4 lengths off the lead and progressing, but under a ride as they come toward the top of the stretch. Miracle Girl on the outside of Chesson, Cape Caroline closing 4 wide. Crystal's Cantata's in with a shot too, 4 of them right together, a furlong out. Crystal's Cantata and Cape Caroline sweep to the front. It is Crystal's Cantata and Cape Caroline coming down to the line. Crystal's Cantata and Eduardo Nunez have it. Crystal's Cantata to beat Cape Caroline, and then it was Miracle Girl, Chesson, and Villainy.
Number 3, Crystal's Cantata holds on to win it, pays $13.80, owned by Brett Furlong and trained by Kathleen O'Connor, ridden today by Eduardo Nunez. The second race, originally scheduled for 5 furlongs on the turf, now to be run on a good main track. It's a claiming event for 4-year-olds and upwards who have never won 3 races, or 4-year-olds. Scratch the 3, the 5, and the number 9. Your uptime favorite, number 7, Pax Orbis.
They're off. And it is Swagger who comes out running on the lead. Swagger to the front, Pax Orbis away running in second. Casey Wiegman is third, Amase follows in fourth, Frankie's Trigger is fifth. And then it's Sky Over Flats and the Commish as the field races for the turn. Swagger and Pax Orbis, 1, 2.5 lengths apart. 2 lengths ahead of Casey Wiegman. Amase follows fourth by another 2. Frankie's Trigger is fifth on the outside of Sky Over Flats, who rides the rail. The Commish trails 7 off the lead. 22 4 was the first quarter mile, as Swagger and Pax Orbis will turn for home side by side. It is Swagger and Pax Orbis off the turn. Casey Wiegman is down on the rail, running in third as they come down to the 8th pole. Pax Orbis in front. On the inside, Swagger. Now Casey Wiegman is guided to the outside and is third with a 16th to go. It is Pax Orbis, Swagger, and Casey Wiegman, and Pax Orbis pulls away to win. Under Tyler Gaffley, owned by 2.5 lengths, Swagger was second, and then it was Casey Wiegman, Amase, and Frankie's Trigger.
Number 7, Pax Orbis, wins and pays $4.20, owned by Germania Farms Incorporated, trained by Ralph Nix, and ridden to victory today by Tyler Gaffleone. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for the third race in just a couple of moments. Welcome back. The third race, a 6 furlong claiming event for 4-year-olds and up, which have never won 3 races, or 4-year-olds. Scratch number 5 horse in here, Aethon.
They're They're off. Super Simi comes on sharply and takes the early lead. Super Simi opens up here to lead by 3. Purple Smoke is away in second. Fighter is third. Then Bell-Size Park on the outside. My Uncle Charlie, the judge, chuckles along the rail. And Mutaka last, about 7 lengths behind front-running favorite Super Simi, who heads up the backstretch in the clear. Super Simi past the half-mile pole. A length and 3/4 to the good of Fighter, who runs in second by a 22 and 4 opening quarter mile. Purple Smoke is third. Bell-Size Park 5 lengths off the lead, running in fourth. The judge chuckles fifth along the rail by 2.5. And then it's back to My Uncle Charlie and Mutaka. And now the lead is up to 3 for Super Simi. Super Simi arriving at the quarter pole. Purple Smoke 2.5 lengths behind, running in second. Then the judge chuckles, who cuts the corner in third. My Uncle Charlie is fourth. They're into the stretch. Super Simi ran a 46 1/2 mile and now leads by 5. It's a clear advantage here for Super Simi, a furlong out. And then it's the judge chuckles, My Uncle Charlie, and on the far outside, Mutaka, all running for minor shares behind Super Simi, who wins it easily. Mutaka's going to get second, and then it was My Uncle Charlie, the judge chuckles in Bell-Size Park.
The big favorite, number 2, Super Simi, takes him gate to wire. Very impressive performance, owned by J&N Racing Stables Incorporated and trained by George Navarro, and ridden to victory today by MCL Jaramillo. The 4th race, a 6 furlong sprint. These are claimers, 4-year-olds and up, with the claiming price $6,250. The jockey on the 3 is Raul Mena.
They're off. Artefacto is going out to the front. Company from Right On Ready on the outside, and in between those two, it's handpicked. These 3 out for the lead. Artefacto is going to be taken back to sit third early on. And then it's Houston Bull away running in 4th position, followed by Caminito 5th on the outside. After that, it's Rocky's Home Run, Key Cachet, and the trailer is Total Accounting. Past the half-mile pole, and the leader is Right On Ready. Right On Ready, a length and a half. Handpicked second, Artefacto guided outside in third after a 23 flat quarter. Artefacto second now, setting sail for Right On Ready around the far turn. And it's 4 lengths more back to Houston Bull. Caminito is next. Keyed Cachet's about 12 lengths off the lead. As they make their way toward the top of the stretch, it is Right On Ready and Artefacto 1-2. These two are going to turn for home together after a 46 flat half mile. They're into the stretch, and it's Right On Ready in front. Artefacto is now 2.5, now 3 lengths behind. Right On Ready pulling away from Artefacto now as Caminito takes third, but far behind the top 2 as Right On Ready has it won by about 5 lengths here. Right On Ready over Artefacto, and then came Keyed Cachet, Caminito, and Houston Bull.
Number 6, Right On Ready, scores pay $6.40, owned by Andrew Sully, trained by Patricia Farrow, and ridden to victory today by apprentice Vincente Guidel. Race number 5, contested on a good turf course at 1 mile. These are maiden claimers, 3-year-olds, full field of 13 runners going to the post.
They're off. Awkward beginning there for Sevens. Hoosier Drama also a step slow to start. Mega Cosm is going out to the front. Cave Johnson has early speed too, and to the outside of them it's Eyeing Victory. These 3 take him into that first turn. And right behind them is 2 steps forward, who settles into stride, 4th on the inside. And then it's Giant Storm running in 5th. Bandera's Gold is down on the inside, heading toward the back stretch. Then Gloves Off. Hoosier Drama's gone by a few, down on the inside about 9 lengths off the lead. Then to the outside comes Tocarone as they continue the run up the backstretch. Twist Cat Candy next by 2. Then Salt Mine Diploma and Sevens at the back. 23-2 was the quarter. Moving up the backstretch, Mega Cosm is the leader. On top, a length and a half. Eyeing Victory, Cave Johnson. And to the outside, 2 steps forward, now moves up and takes third up the backstretch. And they continue toward the far turn, and now on the far outside, Hoosier Drama gets going after being taken off the rail up into 5th now, and 4 lengths off the lead after a 48-2 half mile. So they move around the far turn. Mega Cosm is the leader. Eyeing Victory is second, 2 steps forward on the outside, third. Then Cave Johnson under a ride inside of Hoosier Drama on the far turn. Bandera's Gold is in behind them, and then it's Giant Storm, followed by Diploma. Sevens on the outside and Gloves Off, and they're coming to the top of the stretch where Eyeing Victory heads Mega Cosm Megacosm. Eyeing Victory, Megacosm 2 steps forward. Cave Johnson right behind them. Hoosier Drama fifth, a furlong to run. And it is Eyeing Victory. Cave Johnson squeezing through, 2 steps forward on the outside. Farther out, Hoosier Drama kicks it in late. They're all coming down to the line, and it's going to be Cave Johnson to win it. And then it was Use Your Drama, followed by 2 steps forward, Eyeing Victory, and Bandera's Gold.
Number 7, Cave Johnson slips through on the inside and scores, pays a very nice $30 to win, owned by AJ Suited Racing Stable, LLC, trained by Jim Toner and ridden to victory today by Edgar Zayas. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for race number 6. Welcome back. The 6th race, 7.5 furlongs. These are claimer 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 11, the number 12, and the number 13. The off-time favorite, number 9. Lay That Pistol Down.
They're off. And it's Matar who comes out running well. Lay That Pistol Down goes after Matar early. These two out for the lead together as they race for the turn. And then it's Luck Seeker to the inside of Arborville as the field races for that turn. Saving all the ground there is IE Flash right behind them. Going wide there was Minecraft, so too Wildcat Kitten on that first turn. Then it's a break of another 2 lengths more back to Muser, racing in between Ludicrous Speed and Pickett's Corner. So they're on to the backstretch, and Matar is the leader through a 24 and 2 opening quarter mile. The lead is 3/4 of a length. Lay That Pistol Down, the favorite, sits second up the backstretch. And now moving up is Arborville into third. And right to the outside of Arborville is Minecraft. And now there's 4 right together. And in behind them, Luck Seeker's not far behind in 5th. 3 lengths more back to IE Flash. And then to the outside, it's Wildcat Kitten. Muser behind them. Ludicrous Speed and Pickett's Corner. 49 flat for a half mile. Matar the leader by a neck. Lay That Pistol Down draws even. Arborville just to the outside of them. Luck Seeker and Minecraft, and they're all close. 2 lengths separate the first 5 as Lay That Pistol Down takes over as they come to the top of the stretch. Lay That Pistol Down's under a hand ride here from Edgar Zayas and turns for home. Starting to open up now. Suddenly now 4 lengths out in front. And then it's Arborville, followed by Luck Seeker to the inside. Coming on from the back of the pack is Muser, who rallies up the rail, but well behind Lay That Pistol Down. And Lay That Pistol Down and Edgar Zayas have it won as Muser gets up for second. And then it was Luck Seeker, Arborville, and Minecraft.
Number 9, Lay That Pistol Down, scores. The favorite pays $3.60, owned by Monster Racing Stable, and that gives trainer George Navarro and jockey Edgar Zayas their second victories on the card. Race number 7 is 6 furlong sprint. These are claimers for 3-year-olds, 8 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite on the inside, number 1, Flashing with the Light.
They're off. An awkward start there for They Wonder Why I Drink. It's Jet Prince on the outside to the front. And then it's Prayer and a Song, Flashing Light, sent through an opening on the inside in company with American Luxury. These 4 are out the best. Mr. Shipman came out running in 5th on the outside. And then comes Nuke and Dean of Salsa. And after a tardy beginning, They Wonder Why I Drink is 9 lengths off the lead. Moving for the turn, American Luxury takes over. American Luxury, the leader, through a 22 and 1 opening quarter mile. Flashing Light second to the inside. Jet Prince alongside in third. And then it is Prayer and a Song in between horses. On the far outside, Mr. Shipman is getting a wide run. And then it's Dean of Salsa, and They Wonder Why I Drink. And they're coming toward the quarter pole with American Luxury on top at a big price here. A 45 to 1 long shot, ran a 46 and 1/2 mile, and turns for home on the lead, but Flashing Light draws even as they come to the 8th pole. Outside of them is Nuke in third, and then Dean of Salsa fourth and trying to close in from the rail. It is Flashing Light in front. On the outside comes Nuke, then American Luxury, and Dean of Salsa, and they're coming to the line, and drifting out, Flashing Light gets there first. And then it was Duke, American Luxury, Dean of Salsa, and Mr. Shipman.
Number 1, Flashing Light, wins it for Monarch Stables Incorporated, trained by Larry Pilati, ridden to victory today by Luis Saez. The 8th race, 5 furlongs on the turf, the rail 96 feet, starter optional claimer fillies, 3-year-olds. Jockey on number 8, Go, Row, Row, Go, is Matthew Rispoli.
They're off. And it's Happy as a Queen and Layla's Way who come out running well. Layla's Way will be taken back. Happy as a Queen goes on with it and takes the lead, and Bellanusta is up into second position. And then it's Blazing Diamond in third. Hissy Fit on the outside is fourth. Pink Mama goes up fifth on the far outside. Then it's Layla's Way back running in sixth after a sharp start, 7 lengths off the lead. After that, it's Go, Row, Row, Go, White Knuckle Ride to the inside of her arch. And at the back of the field, it's That a Boy Girl. 21 and 4 was the first quarter. Around the far turn, Happy as a Queen on top. The lead is 1.5 lengths to Bellanusta in second. Blazing Diamond cuts the corner third. Pink Mama circles up on the outside fourth. They're into the stretch, and Happy as a Queen is pouring it on. Opening up here to a 5-length lead as they come past the 16th pole, and Happy as a Queen is going to romp home to victory. The race is for second, and here comes Go, Row, Row, Go to get it late. And they were followed by Bellanusta, Pink Mama, and Everarch.
Number 1, Happy as a Queen, never an anxious moment, scores and pays $4.40, owned and trained by Wesley Ward, ridden to victory today by Rafael Hernandez. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back for the late Daily Double. Welcome back for our 9th race. It's 1 mile on the turf. The rail setting 24 feet. These are claimers, 4-year-olds and upward.
They're off. And it's JC's Not Brown and Jim 2 out for the front together. Indian Guide came out third outside of them. Divine Intrigue is away running in fourth. Cleveland Sound is about 6 lengths off the lead in fifth. Then Mexican Groove alongside sixth, moving into the turn. In behind them comes Golden Point as they make their way around that turn, about 8 lengths off the lead. And then it's Buona Dance racing down on the inside of Strategicon, 1.5 lengths farther back, and they're followed by Run Saichi, Zippy Zappy to the outside, and Sunset District is last of them all. 23 flat, a sharp opening quarter mile for JC's Not Brown, who's run off here to lead by 4.5 lengths. Jim 2 is second by 2.5. Indian Guide is in third. Divine Intrigue follows fourth up the backstretch. Mexican Groove is in fifth. And then it's Golden Point sixth, followed by Cleveland Sound, Strategicon to the outside. Outside of them, Zippy Zappy, Buona Dance, in between horses, Run Saichi, and Sunset District at the back after a 48.5 miles. So a bit of a breather there for JC's Not Brown, whose lead is down to 2 lengths around the far turn. And Jim 2 continues to run in second. Then comes Indian Guide, followed by Divine Intrigue on the outside. And then it's Mexican Groove, Golden Point floated 4 wide, saving all the ground. Strategicon and Zippy Zappy, they're into the stretch. JC's Not Brown, still there. But here comes Indian Guide, and Indian Guide runs on by. Indian Guide to the front, JC's Not Brown, Jim 2, Mexican Groove next, Divine Intrigue, Golden Point. They're coming down to the line, and Indian Guide is all alone. And Golden Point got second late, then came Mexican Groove and Divine Intrigue and close for fifth.
Number 9, Indian Guide wins it, pays $7.60, owned by Frank Carl Calabrese, trained by Mike Petro, and ridden today by Paco Lopez. 10th and final race is 6.5 furlong sprint. These are claimers, 4-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races. Scratch the 3, Little Tom. The jockey on the 6 is Rafael Hernandez. Scratch number 10, Great Harbor K.
They're off. Bit of an awkward start there for Son of a Preacher. And it is Pure Talent who goes out to take the lead. Go Romeo's got speed, and Running Cat on the inside. These three out the best. Then Mongolian Chrome and Curlin's Gem. Jack Fallon from the inside. Crazy Frank C is next by another 5 lengths. And then it was Son of a Preacher, and Flashing Cat is trailing the field as they head up the back stretch. The leader is Go Romeo. On top 3/4 of a length over Pure Talent through a 22 and 2 first quarter. Mongolian Chrome third and moving 3 wide. And then it's Running Cat down on the inside. Jack Fallon's 2 lengths off the lead, 2.5 lengths more. Back to Curlin's Gem, who's outside of Crazy Frank C. And then comes Son of a Preacher and Flashing Cat. Round the far turn, Pure Talent takes the lead. Mongolian Chrome up into second, a 46 flat half mile. And on the rail, Running Cat tries to hang in there and battles on from the inside. These three now, and Running Cat up the rail, up to challenge the lead of Pure Talent. Running Cat to the front. Running Cat has taken the lead. Pure Talent next. Mongolian Chrome, Son of a Preacher, who was far behind, is making a late impact on the far outside and is closing in. It is Running Cat, Son of a Preacher, and Mongolian Chrome. Running Cat's got it. Running Cat, the winner over Son of a Preacher, and then Mongolian Chrome, followed by Pure Talent, then either Crazy Frank C or Curlin's Gem.
Number 4, Running Cat closes and scores and pays $6.40, owned by Worldwide Promotion Enterprises, LLC, trained by Marcial Navarro, ridden to victory today by Jose Caraballo. In the pick 5, 5 of 5, $60.80, 4 of 5, $2.05. The Rainbow 6, lots of tickets, 6 of 6, $637.12. The carryover going into Thursday, $168,812.75. There is a carryover in the Super High 5 of $5,049.75. And that wraps up Wednesday's action. Remember, Thursday, first race post, 12:35. We'll have 10 races. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night and good luck.